Hi, this is Water Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing to my channel, to my videos, and getting personal readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my website is in the description below. And I'm still having 10% off my readings for the month of September. I also have my Instant Go links if you just need a few tarot cards to answer your question. Now, energetically, I've definitely had some up and downs the last week, but I've definitely gotten to a more neutral type of feeling over the weekend, kind of a, neutral or maybe detached type of feeling over the weekend. Let me know how you guys have been feeling. I think I'm getting weird dreams, but that just has become a normal thing, and lots of synchronicities, especially in songs, which is where I get most of, or I get a good portion of mine. But still pretty like neutral / detached lately. So we're going to be doing an energy reading for the Divine Feminine. We're going to see what's going on for the Divine Feminine, how they're feeling, and see what's going on. So I'm going to start off with my Oshos and Tarot to see what's going on. Divine. Okay, so we got two cards for you. They're both C's. That's interesting. So we got comparison and we have courage. The bottom of the deck is totality. I love that was the bottom of the deck because totality is like you're realizing that like everything, you have to kind of be in the moment and live your life in the moment. If you start fearing and overthinking things, then you kind of fall from this, I don't know what you call it, like a trapeze act or something. But you have to live in the moment. You have to be present. You can't be kind of scatterbrained about anything. And then with these two cards, it's kind of a spectrum for that. With the comparison card, Divine Feminine, you may be comparing yourself to another person, someone else in your life, someone in your Divine Masculine's life, or even just comparing yourself to comparing yourself to where you pictured yourself being at this point in your life, or compared to last year when you were making goals like, do I have everything I want, or is there someone who has more, that type of thing. Looking outside to be like, okay, here I am and here they are, and feeling a type of way about that. Sometimes comparison can definitely be a negative thing. It can kind of take you out of this energy of being able to stay totally in the moment, because if you're looking outside, then you start not being totally present with yourself. But because this also came out with the courage card, some of you may be getting out of this phase of comparing yourself to other people, or comparing your lives to other people's lives, or just looking outside of yourself at all. You see this flower is, I guess it's like a dandelion or something, growing from the cement, from the rocks. It's like, it seems like, it looks like, how would a plant grow there? It definitely wouldn't grow there if you're comparing yourself to other people. But it's like having the courage to just stick out, even if it's different, even if it doesn't seem like it would work, even if people are unsure that it makes sense. Still sticking out and doing what it is that you feel that you need to do. Again, going back to this totality as the bottom of our deck, staying in the moment and realizing I've got to push through and do me. I've got to be this kind of dandelion in the rocks, growing from the ground here. I can't compare myself to other people, because if I do, it's not that beneficial to me. So let's get some more cards for this. And this card keeps shifting, so let's see what's underneath it. It's patience. Yeah, like I said. And then transformation and abundance. So like I was just saying, like when you're comparing yourself, it kind of takes away your courage to do what you're supposed to be doing. It takes away your energy from focusing on yourself and living in the present, not living in your past actions or your future possibilities. Being able to live in the present tense, and it requires you to be patient. It requires you to go this whole moon cycle before you receive the full transformation. And it's like, if you don't live in the moment, if you don't just look at where you are, not look to the past, not look to, and I don't mean like not think about the past. Of course, reflect and see how you've grown, see any patterns that may have occurred in your past, but you're needing to not stay stuck in the past, not stay stuck in the future. You need to be able to be this present person so you're not going to break the link for the own progress that you're making. Needing to be patient with yourself to receive the full aspect of your transformation. So I feel like some of you are almost like I don't want to say mid transformation, because people are always learning and growing, but you're like you're midway with something. You're midway in either some type of, spiritual awareness that you're having, or some type of goal that you're achieving to. It's like you're midway somewhere, and you're needing to just stay on track, to stay in this loop, to stay in the present tense. Because I don't know if you can tell, but the hands between the two girls right here are not touching. So needing to stay focused here, not comparing yourself, for those of you Divine Feminine who are, and just stay on your own track and continue to have courage to bloom and to blossom where you're supposed to be, whether it makes sense or not. I almost feel like with these rocks, like this is what other people are saying, like how are they going to make this work? How are you going to get to your plan? How are you going to get to where they think someone else thinks you're supposed to be? But it's like on the other side of this rock is probably like a grassy hill, where it's like that is where you're getting your nutrients from. You are just you're seeing things that other people aren't seeing, and so you need to continue to have courage to pursue these things that you're supposed to be pursuing. And I mean that we got a 5 here for the totality, and then a 5 here for the comparison. So, and then we got the transformation card also underneath the deck that I showed you already, and the patience card, which is like another transformation card with the moon cycle. So it's like things are changing, things are shifting. You're midway in the process, and you're within the process, but there's no need to compare yourself to other people, and it can be definitely hard to not do, but it's important to just stay being on your path, stay having courage to do what you see yourself doing, to do what you've been eager to pursue. So why is this comparison card here for the Divine Feminine? Nine of Pentacles. Don't compare your status, your wealth, your life to another person. And again, I know this is hard, especially with social media. It's like easy to compare, to say, so-and-so looks like this, so-and-so looks like that, especially regarding the Divine Masculine. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. You may see other people in relationships, other people in marriages. You may see your Divine Masculine in some other type of situation. And you may be feeling like, this is everything that I've amassed. But look at these other people. They seem to be X, Y, and Z. That's not the best way to do it, because just like People may be trying to discourage you from having courage to pursue something you want to pursue. Behind the scenes, you never know what's going on with someone else. You really don't. Yeah, and underneath the Four of Wands is the Nine of Cups, the Moon. Transformation is happening again, but this is more about secrets unknown. So it's like, yeah, you may be wishing for stability, either with your divine masculine or in some other aspect of your life, but you don't know what's behind that wish. You don't know what's really going on. There are things that seem happy but are not. Like, people are happier than they look. Like, people aren't going to display their problems, or most people are not going to display kind of their problems, the struggles they're dealing with on social media. So you'll never see that Moon card that's under here. You'll never see the secrets that are lurking underneath. And it can be especially hard regarding the divine, if this is for you, is regarding your divine masculine, because of course you may feel this in some type of way, but may not have that confirmation physically, or you may have not received that confirmation physically. So it can be like, man, well, what's going on? But again, don't compare yourself, because you don't know. Just as you're going through a lot, especially many of us who are have that kind of divine partner, twin flame, or even if you just have a really strong soulmate, it may feel like a very strong connection. It may just be difficult to explain to some people. So it's like, you may keep that to yourself. People keep things to themselves, so don't compare. Don't feel like the grass is greener, because everyone has their issues. So this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's definitely, for some of you, about your divine masculine, Two of Cups. So you may feel like, I have everything I need, and you're comparing it to what other people have. You may feel like you have everything you need, but this person is by themselves. This person, their partner, is not in the picture. Two of Cups. So you may feel like you have everything materially, but you don't have these Two of Cups. So you're comparing. You're looking at your divine masculine, being like, well, what are they doing? Or even if it's not your divine masculine, looking at your friends or looking at your family, like, well, they seem to have everything together. What's going on? And bottom of the deck is the Strength card in reverse, which is this Courage card right here. So with the Strength card in reverse, it's like, you don't feel strong, like you're going to have this Two of Cups when you look out and start comparing, and which is again why comparison is not the thing that we want to be doing. It doesn't really lead us to any greater understanding. It just leads us to feeling some type of lack, which is again why we need to stay in the present moment. So let's go ahead and clarify this Courage card. So what is this Courage card about for the divine feminine energy? Ooh. King of Pentacles. In the bottom of the deck I have for that is the High Priestess. So I feel like this is two different situations. So with this Courage card, again, I feel like divine feminine, you're needing to have courage to stay on your path, because I do feel like you're mid pursuit of some type of goal. For others of you, you are just working to increase your courage right now to pursue something. So there is something that you're wanting to pursue. There is something that you have a hunch about, that you have a feeling about, that your intuition says, you know what, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is what I'm supposed to be pursuing in some type of way. And with this King of Pentacles, it could be regarding your divine masculine, in terms of having a courage to have something solid with your divine masculine, to reach out in some type of way, or have strength in the connection some type of way. For others of you with this King of Pentacles, I feel like it's just to gain some type of stability. Now, because the Courage card is still here, I feel like this King of Pentacles is something that you have to grab. So this may be an opportunity that you're needing to pursue, an opportunity that you're needing to create for yourself. Say, for instance, you're trying to create a business or something like that. So there's something within you, though, with this High Priestess card. It's like there's something within you that you just know that you're supposed to be doing, that you know you're supposed to be pursuing. Again, whether that's a certain career, certain type of change in your life. Also, it could be movement. I feel like I've been getting movement a lot for the Divine Feminine. Like many of you are thinking of moving or wanting to move or something about moving. Because even like with this Courage card, with this, when this flower finally sticks out of the rocks, it's like you're in a completely new environment. You're getting direct sunlight. You're getting the success you want as well because you know this is where you're supposed to go to get the nutrients you want, to get the stability you want. But it's a move, a shift in environment. And again, with King of Pentacles, I feel like it's like a material thing that may be shifting something of your environment, but yeah, something of your environment or like job or something like that. But I also feel like it is connected to your Divine Masculine because this card has kind of become a pseudo Divine Masculine card to me. But it's like you know that there's something that you're supposed to be doing. So that some of you are definitely feeling like you need to have courage to pursue a certain change in scenery, certain job in your life. Others of you are feeling like you need to have the courage to go to your Divine Masculine in some type of manner. So let's get some clarifiers. Oh, and before I do that, let's see what's underneath the High Priestess card. So this is like mystery, but like following your intuition, knowing that there's something you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, Three of Wands. So it's like there's some future that you see that you know is going to be coming to you, or you know it should be a part of your life in some way. And underneath that is another three, the Three of Cups. So involving another person. So it could very well be, you know, supposed to be collaborating with someone, supposed to be working with a specific person, working with your Divine Masculine. Underneath that is the Ten of Wands. So again, it's like you needing to have the courage to drop these burdens, to just pursue what it is that's already been on your mind and that you've already kind of been in the process of doing. But just before I can clarify, going back to the totality card again, remember I said this is about living in the moment, of not living in too far into the future and not being too reflective and being stuck in what's already happened in the past. So with this King of Pentacles, I feel like it's also like you're needing to have the courage to shift. And I feel like a courage to like shift patterns. And I feel like I mentioned this last week. Courage to change something, to make a big change. And with the Pentacles, this is like a real change, like something that you're going to see. Something that it's like clear, we're moving on from the past, or we're really pursuing this new thing in the future. So let's see what this King of Pentacles is about. So what is this King of Pentacles about? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is like a delay of a new beginning. So it's like you need to have the courage to really start a new beginning that's stable. And the King of Pentacles isn't just like stable and grounded, of course. I mean, they are, because they are the King of Pentacles, and it's that really strong earth energy. But also, it's like you're being practical. You're being smart about everything that you're doing because you know that you're kind of pursuing your own ambitions. You're pursuing the things that will make you feel safe and secure and will generate the success that you want. But you do everything with compassion. So it's like, I almost feel like with this Courage card, and yeah, the bottom of the deck is more Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is either you, or this even could be just your Divine Masculine's energy coming through Divine Feminine, who is trying to have the courage. So you may be feeling more courageous towards pursuing your own goals, but I feel like for some of your Divine Masculine is also coming through, like trying to build some courage to have some type of new start with you. And again, the shift in location and change in job is coming through. So it's like you may not have pursued a new shift or pursuing your divine masculine or pursuing a new job or something like that because of how other things in your life are going, but now it's getting to the point where it's like you just want to have the courage to just pursue it because it's like there's no time like the present again. I can't live in the past. I can't live in the future. I have to live right now. I don't want to fall off of this trapeze app. I need to grab the other person's hand. I need to just do it and go forward. And like this, like when you hang on here, it's like you're going to let go of something old, you're going to grab onto something new, and it's going to swing you forward into the right direction of where you're supposed to be. So what I want to do now is, but yeah, I hope that was clear that I feel like this could definitely be some of you are either wanting to reach out to your divine masculine, have some courage that way, or to make major life shifts in your life regarding work, career, location, that type of thing. Others of you, I do feel like this is your divine masculine coming through, who's also wanting to have the courage to come toward you. I do want to get one card there specifically for divine feminine's energy towards the divine masculine. Divine feminine. Okay, so we have some of you are fighting. Some of you may be going through a bit of a purge right now. Some of you may not be wanting to have the courage actually to stabilize things with your divine masculine or reach out to your divine masculine, especially if you've been getting a lot of feelings like you need to do so because you're fighting. And fighting may be too strong, but it's like you're fighting things of the past. You're fighting how you feel when you think about the past struggles you've had. So you see this guy, he's in armor, he's struggling. His armor is also like rusting. His eyes are red and there's spikes. So you may be some of you maybe have been having like a purge of emotions coming up, and it gets you back into this mood where you're fighting, you're like, get angry thinking about things with your divine masculine. Others of you, if your divine masculine's already been starting to get in contact with you, you may be fighting or resisting, again, based on things on the past. They're like these kind of ghosts in the background. It's like it's not real, but you're still feeling those emotions as if they were still real. So needing to release that and remember, stay in the present moment, which was the bottom of the deck that we got before. So the bottom of the deck we got for this one is nothingness. It's like there's literally nothing here. There's nothing to feel. It's like there's nothing to fight here, but you're fighting. When we're in the present day, it's like there's nothing to fight against. There's nothing to struggle against. But these emotions are coming up. Underneath this, sorrow. Yeah, you're feeling the sorrow. The Lovers. And then We Are the World. It's like you're feeling the sorrow and the pain from the connection with your divine masculine, but it's not present. I feel like this isn't a present pain. This isn't a present struggle that you're actually going through. You're thinking of the past and then starting to feel this struggle. And I feel like this is especially, this is for those in separation and those in communication, but I feel like especially for those in communication, because with this armor he has on, I almost associate that with like swords. Like there's some type of communication going on, and it's making you feel, it's getting you back like in a cycle of emotions from the past. And so then it makes you resist. Or it's almost like PTSD or something. Even if the divine masculine hasn't said anything bad or wrong, it's like remembering the stuff that's happened, and then you're being either closed off, like look at this guy, you can only see his eyes, or just defensive, like he's like this, like he's not wanting someone to come toward him. So it's a bit defensive. So why is this fighting card here? Okay, Knight of Pentacles. And what do we have? Again, we have the Four of Wands. So like I said, I feel like your divine masculine may be slowly moving towards you, or you may be slowly feeling like as if you should move towards your divine masculine, but then you're fighting it, you're resisting a little bit because you start to think about the past, even though nothing's going on right now. Nothing bad has happened again to where you need to feel this defensive, but some of you are. Especially, like I said, for those of you in communication, you may be feeling like this is a long time coming, there's slow progress, not wanting to let down your guard, which is fair. But you can't be fighting, you can't have this resistance up because nothing's going to reconnect if you do that, if this is something you want. So underneath this Four of Wands, let's see. And we still have the Nine of Cups and the Moon, because this Nine of Pentacles popped right out. So let's get another card. So why is this fighting card here? And more cards of defensiveness. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. So some of you are being defensive or fighting or getting like a little bit of PTSD about things reconnecting with your divine masculine, especially if you're actually starting to get that communication with your divine masculine, because you're like, am I going to get, are things going to be balanced? Are things going to be right this time? That's what you're thinking about. But doing that again, remember when we had the totality card, it takes you away from the present moment. And even with this comparison card, like if you are too defensive about are we going to have balance, that's looking to the future, comparing past to the present and whatever. But you kind of, to a certain degree, have to let things go with the flow as they start to reconnect. Bottom of the deck, yeah, is the Full Reverse. Like I said, are things gonna, like, are we gonna have a new good beginning, or am I being naive right now? So that's the energy that I'm getting for where the Divine Feminines right now. Let me know in the comments if this resonates, especially feminine and masculine, because like I said, I feel like with the totality card, it really was a good underlying energy. It's like you're either going to stay in the, you need to stay in the present, not stay too stuck in the past, not stay too much in the looking forward in the future where you're not looking at what you're doing now. And again, if you're having inklings and the feeling like you're needing to reach out towards your divine masculine, obviously if you feel that's something you should do, to have the courage to do that, or have the courage to do whatever this is, whatever the situation was that was coming up, either about your divine masculine or job or career. And as things start to come and, redevelop and unfold with your divine masculine, to really not resist it, because there's nothing here. There's nothing for you to fight against right now. You have to let down your guards. If you're too on guard, then nothing, like connections are not going to reform. Even if it's something that you want, you have to release that. So that's the reading, Divine Feminine. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, the link is in the description, and the coupon code for September is also there. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.